Right now, what that controversial leaked draft overruling Roe versus Wade could mean for election season this fall. And a mysterious virus infecting children in the U.S. and around the world. What parents need to know. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 3 at noon. I'm Leah Lynchide. Mark Kane has the week off. To our top story this afternoon, protests across the country on both sides of the issue continue over the Supreme Court's leaked draft that would overturn Roe v. Wade. It could end up being one of the most defining issues in this year's elections. Natalie Brand reports.
Demonstrators on both sides of the issue took to the streets in cities across the country.
It's very serious and important to all of us that we come out and show support in favor of Roe v. Wade.
There's a voice out here in Florida that is actually supporting overturning what they're doing.
Democrats say they're already working on legislation to make Roe versus Wade into federal law nationwide.
I don't see 60 votes to ban abortion.
With the filibuster in place, there is little to no chance that it would pass in the 50-50 Senate. But the Senate Majority Leader says he wants to put lawmakers on the record.
This is as urgent and real as it gets. We will vote to protect a woman's right to choose, and every American is going to see which side every senator stands.
This week's leaked draft opinion has already begun to galvanize voters on both sides, with midterm primaries already beginning.
I think a woman has the right to control her own body. I think that precedent matters.
It's a complicated issue, and when you turn things to states' rights, I'm a strong believer in states' rights, so let them decide as they choose.
An advisor to President Biden says the issue could engage harder to reach or younger voters. Vice President Harris made abortion rights the centerpiece of her speech to Emily's List, a pro-democratic organization dedicated to electing women.
How dare they? How dare they tell a woman what she can do and cannot do with her own body?
Very few people vote on a single issue.
Both anti-abortion rights and pro-abortion rights advocates are also preparing for the fight to move to individual states. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Now, the final ruling from the Supreme Court should be issued well before the end of the court's term in late June or early July. It could even come this month. 12:02 now. Let's head on over to the Weather Center. Julian C. Wright with a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Julian.
And we finally have some sunshine that decided to show its face for our afternoon. It's going to be like this throughout much of the rest of today as well. So definitely soak it up while we have it, because this is going to be a brief break in our weather for the next couple of days. However, clouds are starting to build just a little bit as we continue throughout the rest of our afternoon hours. We're still looking at the skies to be mostly sunny. Now, looking ahead, as of right now, it's 53 degrees. We will reach about 60 as we get into close to about the 5 p.m. commute for us. Winds are going to be very light throughout today as well. Plenty of sun. So, folks, it is going to be a gorgeous day. Definitely take your lunch outside and enjoy it. Now, as we see temperatures around southern Wisconsin, 52 degrees in Janesville with 54 in Platteville. Many of us into those lower middle 50s, and it's just going to continue to climb as hours will continue for us. And wind speeds, again, as I mentioned, aren't too bad. Some areas a little bit on the breezy side, but it's a light breeze as of right now. And we're not going to be seeing that strength really increase much throughout today as well. Now, as we head into the evening time, we're going to be seeing some clouds start to build a bit more. And as we transition into tonight, it's going to be cooling off just a bit as well as we transition into our Thursday. But we'll talk more about what else to expect coming up in a few moments. Until then, let's toss it back to you, Leah.
Julian, love to see that sun. It's about time.
It's about time. Amen to that.
Thank you, sir. 12:03 now. Ukrainian officials are accusing Russia of targeting a steel plant in Mariupol, even as civilians there trying to flee to safety. While many have been able to escape from the plant, some, including dozens of children near the front lines, are still caught in the crossfire. The population of the frontline town Lysychansk used to be around 100,000 before the war. Now only a handful of residents remain.
It's like a living hell, Olena said. We have no water. There's shelling every day.
Desperate residents have started collecting water from craters near apartment buildings that were hit by Russian missiles. Back stateside, newly released surveillance video appears to show the moment an Alabama murder suspect and his jailer ran off together. Take a look. Law enforcement releasing this footage just today. They say that's Officer Vicky White guiding Casey White in shackles and handcuffs to the backseat of a patrol car on Friday. Officers say the fugitives may be armed with an AR-15, handguns, and a shotgun.
Do you have confidence that you will find Officer Vicky White alive? I have concerns that we might not. This guy, I think he used her, swooned her into doing something that's totally out of character for her. And I think the minute that she becomes a liability to him, I'm concerned of what he might do.
Meanwhile, the sheriff there says Vicky White's relationship with inmate Casey White goes back as far as 2 years, when he was first held at the jail where she worked. The sheriff told us there's no evidence the duo's relationship was physical, but that the officer offered the suspected murderer special privileges like more food. In Madison, police citing a woman for an OWI following a crash on the north side. Officers say the woman ran a red light and hit a van at the intersection of Dryden and Northport Drives just before 4:30 Sunday afternoon. No one in the van was injured. The woman had to go to the hospital, though she was not significantly injured. Police say she admitted to drinking earlier in the day. A 15-year-old in the car with the woman also had minor injuries. Madison police also investigating after an attempted carjacking. This happened at a business off the Beltline after 1 in the afternoon on Sunday. A man told officers he was waiting in his vehicle outside the business when a group of people approached him. They showed a gun, threatened him, and then tried to get inside. No one was injured. The car was not taken. Concern is growing over an outbreak of a deadly unknown strain of hepatitis that continues to spread across the U.S. and around the world. Doctors report more than 200 cases in 20 countries. In Alabama alone, at least 9 children had unexplained inflammation of the liver. Several kids had a common infection called adenovirus. It's not known to cause hepatitis in healthy children, but scientists are looking for a possible link.
The viruses that commonly cause acute viral hepatitis have not been detected in any of these cases.
Health experts say parents should try to keep an eye out for symptoms like stomach pain, diarrhea, vomiting, and jaundice, the yellowing of skin. The CDC is advising parents to also make sure their kids are up to date on their vaccinations and practice good hand washing. Well, if you're still searching for that special Mother's Day gift, you might want to wait until Friday when the bodega returns to Breese-Stevens Field here in Madison. Admission is free. Gates open at 5 p.m. The event wraps up at 9. The market features more than 60 vendors and plenty of goods to choose from. This is the first of 3 markets at Breese-Stevens. A second is set for June 3rd. The final one will be held July 22nd. You can find a full list of vendors up right now on channel3000.com. 12:07 now. While we don't know their entire schedule just yet, we do know who the Packers will be playing in London this season. This morning, the NFL announcing the Packers will square off against the New York Giants at Tottenham Stadium. The game is scheduled for October 9th. Kickoff, 8:30 a.m. our time. Green Bay is the only team in the NFL to not have played a regular season game in another country. All right, just about 12:08 on your Wednesday. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including why all eyes will be on the Federal Reserve today. The CBS Money Watch report is next.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
When you decide it's time to look at replacing your gutters, you have options. There are a number of replacement gutter systems on the market. Hi, Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has spent lots of time looking at the best one on the market, and we found it, Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter sets the standard for performance, durability, and beauty with thicker aluminum, wider gutter size, and it's available in 18 beautiful colors. Best of all, Gutter Shutter is 100% made in the USA and guaranteed for as long as your home is standing. My team is dedicated to provide what we like to call the Larson experience. From your first call until well after the job is done, you will be treated like you're part of the Larson family. Please check out our Google reviews and see what customers have to say about us. We'd love to show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off the ladder forever. Right now, get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new Gutter Shutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Next Door and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT. 50% off your installation.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including hundreds of La-Z-Boy recliners and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Stocks moved higher on Tuesday. The Dow gained 67 points. The Nasdaq was up 27. The S&P 500 added 20. All eyes turn to the Federal Reserve today as it wraps up its two-day policy meeting. The central bank is expected to raise interest rates by a ½ percentage point, the largest increase in 2 decades, as it looks to slow inflation. Chairman Jerome Powell will also hold a news conference offering his thoughts on the global and U.S. economies. Earnings season rolls on, but it was not a smooth ride for Lyft. Shares plunged 25% in after-hours trading. While the company saw higher ridership, Lyft says it needs to increase investments in driver incentives. Uber hopes to see better results when it reports its quarterly report card today. And a bat used by Jackie Robinson sold for more than $1 million in an auction over the weekend. The iconic ball player used the bat during the 1949 All-Star Game, 2 years after breaking baseball's color barrier with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Robinson hit a double and scored 3 runs, but his National League team lost the game. And that is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
And a look at Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Jones up this morning, NASDAQ trending down, the S&P 500 up. As we head to break, when we come back, Farm Babe Pam Yonke has your latest egg numbers, plus Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with a recipe perfect for Cinco de Mayo. And is the sun here to stay? Julian has the answer in your forecast coming up next.
In life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah! Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at the Century House. Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike and Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner. Available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oakshot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
A special bank is investing in acts of kindness to improve lives in the 608. We'll show you how it works.
And a Call for Action volunteer shares what helping others has done for her.
Plus, we're watching the temperature trend. 70s and 80s could be on the way. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
12:15 now. Let's check in with our farm babe, Pam Yankee. Pam, how's it going?
Not bad. On a day like this, how can you complain? I'm so glad to see sunshine. Had to find the sunglasses like we talked about, and I welcome it all. One thing I do want to remind people, you're going to start noticing it either today or definitely next week. Farmers are under pressure to get out there and get started on spring planting. I know I sound like a brokered record every year, but every year farmers plead with me to please ask people that are using highways and byways with farm equipment on it to please operate safely. Don't try to take shortcuts. The time that you spend behind a tractor is going to disappear very quickly once they get out of the way. And believe you me, they are working to get out of the way. But boy, you start making judgment calls on can you pass on the left? Are you going to take the shoulder? And all of a sudden, everybody is in danger. And I want to remind you again, your vehicle, even an SUV, doesn't really stand much of a chance against a full-size tractor, a planter, a gravity box with fertilizer. So please, let's not have any News 3 reports talking about farm accidents this year. Just use good judgment. Tell you one thing, we're not even started with spring planting, really, and we're already talking about transportation delays, much of it coming from the rail side of what agriculture depends on. There was testimony last week out in Washington, D.C., trying to address some of this. One of the major agricultural marketers said that they are seeing and witnessing a 3-week delay on rail car availability. It had been a week and a half when cooperatives were waiting for a rail car to show up that they could fill with grain to get to the marketplace. That expanded to 3 weeks, and that is part of the reason why you're continuing to see food inflation go up. These are costs of production, cost of food production specifically, that are going up again because we just don't have the rail service to get it there on time. Barrel cheese today up 3 cents at $2.33. 40-pound block cheese unchanged. Double A butter on a sunny Wednesday up 3 cents, $2.65 a pound. Emphasis on sunny. We can persevere with pretty much anything, Leah, so long as we got a little sunshine, huh?
That's what I was going to say. A positive spin on anything as long as I'm wearing sunglasses.
That's right.
Good to see you this late, Pam. Go take a nap for me.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See ya. All right, hopefully you're enjoying the sun with Pam and I today because things are getting cloudy and wet tomorrow. Julie, and say it ain't so.
Unfortunately, I have to go ahead and say that it is so. So enjoy it while we have it. We're going to be dealing with sunshine throughout much of this afternoon, but even as of right now, we can see just on the west side, some clouds are starting to build in as we're continuing throughout much of our afternoon. However, it's feeling pretty great outside. 53 degrees right now here in Madison. Winds aren't too much of an issue either, so it's going to be just a nice little breeze for us. But as we take a look at our visible cloud track, we can see clouds are starting to really develop more so as we continue throughout the rest of our afternoon. So as we get in, just know that the sun that we're dealing with just might not be there by the time we're even into our 5 p.m. commute. So definitely soak it up while we have it, because the next couple of days, we're not going to be seeing much of it. Temperatures right now around southern Wisconsin, 52 degrees in Janesville with 55 over into Platteville. Many of us are still hanging into those middle and lower 50s, with a couple of areas near Boscobel. We're into 57 degrees for us. But as we get into our evening, well, we're going to see those temperatures into those upper 50s. We're going to see the 60-degree range pretty early into our afternoon. Then as we get into tonight, we're going to be cooling down, and the cloud cover is definitely going to be lingering as we transition into our Thursday. Now, as we take a look at our surface map, we are looking at dry conditions thanks to the high pressure system just above Wisconsin as of right now. But as we continue throughout the next about 12 hours or so, this low pressure, which is bringing some activity to areas into the Great Plains, well, we're going to start to see that track its way into the upper Midwest and start to bring in a couple of shower chances, especially areas just south of Madison. So this is what we're going to be looking at. As we get into the rest of tonight, just know it's going to be cooler. We're looking at cloud cover to develop. That's going to stick around by the time we get into our morning commutes. So cloudy conditions to start. You're not going to need your sunglasses tomorrow, but you might need some umbrella or rain gear as we get into our lunchtime nighttime hour. As we can see, some showers are going to really start to develop just south of Dane County and then start to stretch their way just a bit more north to areas just outside of Crawford and Grant County, where we can start to see a bit more of some showers start to linger into our evening hours. Then as we go towards our Thursday night, still going to be a bit more scattered in terms of showers. That looks to develop a bit more as we get into our Friday. But aside from that, this is what we're looking at. Still another healthy dose of some rainfall for us as we get into our Thursday and transition into our Friday. And that's also what we're going to be seeing once again. It's just a break up, some more showers that lead into our Friday evening, but this looking to clear up as we get into our weekend, which is the good news. So again, we are looking for Thursday and Friday to be our next wet days. More cloudy conditions, temperatures are going to stay cool. Then this weekend, we are going to be seeing temperatures not overly warm, but still pretty cool. More sunshine on Saturday. And for Mother's Day, you may see some showers at night, but still 66 degrees. It's going to be pretty quiet during our Mother's Day. So it's going to be a pretty good weekend. Just got to get through the next 2 days, Leah.
Yeah, certainly a decent weekend there. 60s, I will take. Sunshine, you think it's going to be spotty rain showers on Mother's Day?
Yeah, it's just spotty rain showers, and it's going to be later. So it's going to be like after dinner time at this rate. So
good to hear. Julian, thank you very much.
Yep.
12:20 now. Up next, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen getting ready to celebrate tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo.
It may sound funny, but every year we always seem to get a few people asking us if we know when Cinco de Mayo is. Seriously, we do. The answer is it's tomorrow, since Cinco de Mayo means May 5th in Spanish. So to celebrate it, we have a seriously good chicken dish that's bursting with flavor. Let me show you how easy it is. We start off by flattening a few boneless, skinless chicken breasts with a meat mallet, or if you don't have one, you can gently pound them with the side of a soup can. On top of each, we place a quarter of a poblano chili pepper that we've seeded. And if you're not familiar with these, they're a mild chili pepper, and we can find them right next to all the other peppers in the market. Then some Monterey Jack cheese goes on top, and we roll them up, securing each one with a toothpick. Now we dip these in some beaten egg and bread them with some crushed nacho chips before baking them off. Right before they're done, we sprinkle on more cheese, this time shredded, and back into the oven they go. And when you cut into these, get ready for a fiesta of flavor. Between the crispy coating and the ooey gooey cheesy center, you really can't miss. So with Cinco de Mayo less than 24 hours away, you better go online right now and get the recipe for our chicken chili relleno. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fun and festive way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Looking good, Howard. Thank you very much. All right, coming up, perfect day to get those grills out. Look who's here. Next at noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council shares a few burger recipes.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Menards Garden Center is open. Save 11% at your one-stop destination for all your outdoor projects. Want flowers for your deck, patio, or yard? We've got hundreds of colorful options to choose from. Growing a larger garden? We've got the soils, seeds, and tools you need. Landscaping? Check out our wide selection of edgers, pavers, and patio block. The Menards Garden Center. Let's grow. Save $5 after rebate on a hanging flower basket. It's the perfect gift for Mother's Day.
You're injured, you need your money and your life back. You need it now. Don't play games with the insurance company.
Get the legal representation you may deserve.
This is your future on the line. Tell them. You mean business.
I called Hupy and Abraham.
They can tell you what your case may really be worth, and there's a good chance it's worth more money than you've been told. It can make all the difference in your future.
They got me almost $2 million.
Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor. What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. Call now before our busy summer season and get $500 off whole home insulation. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Welcome back. We are here with Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council talking all things grilling. What a perfect day for this.
Oh my gosh, it's finally here.
You don't have a coat on?
Grilling weather, I know.
You gotta take the blazer off? Let's party.
I know. It's so nice. You can almost have short sleeves on. Almost.
What do you got for us today?
Okay, so I'm grilling burgers because it's May, National Burger Month, and May Beef Month. So I thought, you know, what's better way to kick off May Beef Month than with burgers because it's our favorite. So I have 2 recipes. And I got them done so we can put them together. The first one is called a beef muffaletta burger. So it's like a New Orleans muffaletta sandwich.
Okay.
But into a burger format. So what I did was I took some 80-20 lean ground beef and I mixed in some seasonings to make it taste kind of like a Cajun sausage.
Oh,
so
wow.
Onion powder, garlic powder, even a little liquid smoke, a little smoked paprika, some salt and pepper, and a little cayenne. Mix that in the beef. Also mix in the beef some sausage, or salami. This is like a little hard salami that you can find right in the deli. I just kind of diced it up, mixed that right in the burger, topped it with provolone, and then you can add shredded lettuce, tomato, giardiniera, like a jarred giardiniera that goes on the sandwiches. And I kind of chopped it up a little more fine. And then olive tapenade.
That sounds great.
Yes. Tons of flavors going into this burger, but you know what? If you're going to have people over or you got like a little maybe Mother's Day celebration,
great idea.
Make these super fancy but very easy using jarred ingredients. So
I'll be jumping on that.
Not too hard.
For sure.
Okay, the second recipe are called Old South burgers with a peach compote. Okay, and I messed up because I should have made these into sliders.
We like a big burger with a small bun. We'll make it work.
So I'm serving them on a biscuit.
We'll take it.
Right, so make sliders. Otherwise, yeah, we have got big burgers, small buns. So, and then the cheese is actually goat cheese.
Okay.
It got softened a little bit, and I kind of slathered that on the biscuit. And then I went ahead and made a peach compote. So fresh peaches, sweet onion, a little beer, cup of beer. I used a Blue Moon for a little, like, kind of peach mango flavor. Fresh rosemary and brown sugar.
This seems like a really unique combination. Peach and burger.
It is. It's that sweet, savory. So you've got the burger, which has got all that protein flavor, the umami, you know, that strong flavor that we love. And then when you add in the peach, but then you also get the tang of the goat cheese. It's one of my favorite recipes. And I mean, what's easier than that? Make that peach compote up ahead. Maybe Mom would like this for
easy. I think Mom would like that one.
I do too.
That's great. Well, hey, Angie, where can folks find the recipes? Remind me.
Beeftips.com is our Wisconsin Beef Council website. Click right on As Seen on TV. You'll find these recipes plus tons of other great burger recipes. Perfect for National Burger Month.
I'm digging in, Angie. Thank you very much. All right, Julian, I'm going to send it back to you while I take a bite of one of these guys. What a perfect day to be grilling.
Absolutely. It is a perfect day to be grilling, but, folks, it's not going to last too much longer. As we get into the back end of this work week, you might need some rain gear, especially for Cinco de Mayo, as we're going to be seeing rain for the next few days. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again today at 4.